with our great friend Scott Finkel, safety coordinator and director for our Motor Mania shows and events, and all his years of experience. And we're just kind of reminiscing on things that are going on, how the industry is changing, and cars. And I think we were leaving it off on electric cars when we kind of closed out on where that's going to go. And we're talking about the dunk tank, and then you were talking about some that, and basically where's everything going. So basically, you're seeing as the racing industry, the whole industry together is growing. Technology gets better every year. I mean, there's guys now with just screwdrivers and ratchets underneath the hood now. Now it's all laptops, where you see it all the time. And these other cars, they can just tune them. They can tune, add a horsepower and a push of a button now. With a lot of these cars, I mean, the regular racetrack guys are doing the same thing. But with the safety on top of that, that is changing, evolving with you every year.
Right. The electric cars are like the hyper cars.
Yes.
That are getting into the racing.
Okay.
That's what they call them, the hyper. And some are engine, also electric.
Okay.
And the batteries charge by the braking power, braking around the corners.
Really?
And then the straightaways, then the engine kicks in. And then the engine kicks out. So it's pretty crazy to see that. How when they go in the pits, they're under electric.
So is this technically, obviously, a lot of things we're talking circle track, we're talking like Slinger, and obviously, these bigger tracks that are going to get this involved is probably like, the NASCARs and stuff like that. Is this, how are they allowing this, to be on a fair playing field for these guys that are tuning with regular gasoline motors? I mean, do you see a lot of feedback, a lot of flack from these guys that are letting it come in, or they don't care?
No, it's just go with the flow.
Is there anybody nervous about it, racing against these electric cars side by side?
Do they all mix them together, or do they have electric races and gas races?
They'll mix them all together,
They'll mix
They
them
do?
together, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in some races, there'll be 4 or 5 cars in the field that are electric, or 6. In fact, electric cars been racing in other countries
for years,
for
right?
10 years or more.
So how
this is just new into the United States.
Right.
It's been coming in. So
how are they doing? How are they competing on the competition level?
A lot of them they're in their own categories. Some of them.
Are they winning first place? Are they winning?
It's about equal. See the hyper cars are also engine.
Okay.
So they're not 100% electric.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you were just explaining about going and braking and then the straightaway.
Some of the road courses, there's not enough braking to charge the batteries.
Okay.
So they'll be running the engine quite a bit.
It's your basic math equation. So you got to have so much on the straightaway and so much on the curve for braking to.
Yeah, and they don't have that yet. They don't have that yet.
Okay.
I don't think the technology is there to completely charge the battery and get rid of the engine. Okay. Because there's fire trucks now. Fire industries, they're introducing fire trucks that are electric also.
Really?
Yeah, and it's.
So when they recharge, the geometry is just not there. They have these cars are only allowed at certain tracks, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's certain tracks, but I mean.
We could probably do a whole separate show on.
Oh, it's crazy.
Just neat though. I mean, it's just
gas versus electric.
Gas versus electric. We can do it.
Right.
Maybe we'll do that one next week. Yeah. We could have Chad come in. Charisma. Yeah.
Yeah, they're even dabbling. This is really crazy. They're even putting the sound of an engine in the electric
I did hear about this.
In the race car
to make it sound like a real car.
When a car goes by, it's actually making a car sound.
I've seen this a couple times online now.
Yeah, and some of I've been around it.
Yeah,
and it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
So what is it? What does it sound like?
I can't get on board.
The car goes by and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. It sounded like an engine, but it was.
So it really sounds like it.
But it was not as loud, obviously.
Right.
When you start getting into.
Isn't that weird?
I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. It's really interesting, and I can't go into more details.
No, of course. Stuff. And again, for everybody's listening, Scott, of course, and a lot of you people who know Scott, he's been on tracks all over the country and stuff. But for many reasons, we can't discuss those things. We can discuss what he's done for us and a couple local tracks and stuff like that. So,
but he's kind of a big deal in the safety world, right? Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I'm gonna say
it. He's a BFD. I mean,
it's fun.
We're gonna get him his own YouTube channel because he's got a lot of cool stuff. We were talking about that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few things.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, and it's so as far as the when was your first race that you actually volunteered in? Went on?
The first
actual team race that you were at a track to help out.
Oh, the help out and like safety?
Yeah.
Was Slinger Speedway.
Speedway.
That's where I cut my teeth.
That's where you cut your teeth.
It's a great facility, great track.
Yeah.
Safety team,
yeah.
Awesome. It's
okay.
And
that was in the 90s you did that?
It was early 2000.
Early 2000.
I in the 05 maybe.
Okay.
Like around there, 07,
okay.
right about there.
Yeah, and I think you and I brought it up last night. Jess, you've met him a couple times. A friend of mine, John Unz, comes down, and we call him Peanut, a race car driver. You were actually at that crash at Sternum. Where I told you they had Flight for Lifetime out there. You were out there. Yeah, they were. We'll cut that out now. So but he's done some pretty great stuff out there. As far as that goes. You had, as far as doing all safety, now you're pretty much retired now these days, huh? What do you do now for fun? Play with
Make Halloween decorations.
Yeah, this is where she's going to come.
Halloweens.
Yep. I love Halloween.
Yeah.
It's the weirdness in me, I guess. It pops out a little bit, but have 12 grandkids.
Yeah.
So it's fun. The house is fun.
Yeah. And
when it comes to Halloween.
Yeah, weren't you even pranking the cleaning ladies on your vacation?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll make take pillows and blankets and stuff and make.
Oh, I did see that. I did see the body.
Shoes sticking out underneath the bed.
Yeah.
With the pants on and.
Okay.
So when the cleaning lady walks in, when the wife and I are at the beach.
And then go do it that way.
Oh yeah, and then the cleaning ladies in the hallway. I'll ask her. I'll say, "Did you clean this room yet?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Did anybody scare you?" Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make sure he was out.
Oh yeah. And she's just like, but you leave a nice tip on the bed.
Yeah.
Just for scaring her.
Oh yeah, for scaring her. You love Halloween.
I do.
Yeah.
But I'm impressed by the decorations that he makes are phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, right.
He does a lot of stuff
out of
like movie quality stuff.
Liquid latex and
I do watch a lot of
shop rags and
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we got to get more involved in doing that now if we ever slow down a little bit.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, we're always on the go doing something,
right.
But it's a lot of fun though. We like having fun.
I don't have patience for stuff like that. Like I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I don't. Just not interested in it.
You were doing.
I'm very much like short attention span.
You made your own little hat last year.
My own little hat.
Didn't you make that little hat, the little whatever you call it, steampunk hat?
Oh yeah, that didn't take very long.
Yeah.
I tried to make a baby book for my firstborn, like not even very many hours, and I'm like, screw this, I'm done. Like this is dumb. Who thought of doing this? Like I'm just not that person.
That's just that is totally you.
No, not my jam.
Not your jam to do it all. Mm-mm. Well, it always happens.
So thank God for people like Scott that likes to take.
I'm both.
Can you? So when you make these projects, how long does it take? I mean, can you get involved for a long time?
I'm kind of like Jess a little bit.
Kind of like Jess.
And then
Then you're done.
I want to look at it.
I want to look at it and play with it.
It gets put aside, and then all of a sudden, then I get a punch, and it's all head first for.
No, it's all head first.
So I go back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, I love Halloween. I think the decorations are great. I think it's one of the best time of year. Well, it's my birthday month, so it's great. So it's a lot of fun. So we do all that stuff. And we, being in Jackson, Cedarburg area, Halloween's still really big in our towns.
It's getting big. And then some of the props that I'm making and purchasing, I'm actually going to start renting them.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
And I was online trying to find, I think it's a good idea. I thought it was a good idea to rent them.
Of
for
course.
like a house party or a lot of businesses now. They shut down a day.
Yeah.
And they bring food in
for the party.
Employees. Oh yeah.
Oh, and I mean.
And I thought, renting them per day for the function or the party, then a lot of people don't have a place to store them.
Yeah.
Or even companies or whatever, and then I'll come in, set up, and
take them back down. And I mean, Halloween. I believe they said it's the second biggest holiday next to Christmas, or bigger than Christmas. I mean,
It's fastly approaching.
it's fastly approaching. They're
Yeah.
going neck and neck
Oh, yeah.
because everybody gets dressed up, even if it's for one night at a business party or going out to the bar for the Halloween contest
People go out to the bar.
on Halloween.
Everybody goes out to the bar. Like even, like, I swear to God, the full moon aspect of it, the weird people come out for Halloween.
Well, they can dress up. They can dress up and be themselves.
But even beyond that, the weird people come out for Halloween.
Or if you're almost weird, then you become weird.
Then you become weird. Yeah.
And you go through and you can just do whatever you want.
Yep.
And to be fair, I do love weird.
Yeah.
So
Yes, yes, she does.
Yeah.
She does. She's definitely Jess is definitely out there, as most people know. So that fits very well. So, what do you think for now? This year, you're going to be joining us again, and we're going to be. I think I told you before we're bringing in a live monster truck show with Mike Fonda and those guys, and they've got. And again, their safety thing has jumped that aspect too, where they have shutoffs. We were just talking to you about race cars and that and. With their safety aspect with Mike Fonda and those guys, they actually have a shutoff in the trucks.
That's cool.
Their safety can
Yep.
be done.
That's that's neat.
Yeah, you've witnessed that at Bigfoot. When it's taken down.
I've never seen it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's. I knew about it a long time ago because there was a couple crashes back in the early '80s where these guys would go through and go over. So, over the years being in the pits and hanging out with these guys, there's a safety director goes through, and before, not just in the start of the show, but at every single run that they do, each truck is fired up, and you've watched that before. I think we're in Wausau and we're down in Kenosha. Every time the safety guy goes out in front, they fire it up, put the hands up there, and he kills the truck. Every single truck, every single run has got to be tested that way, just in case somebody got knocked loose in the one before. They make sure that kill switch is working on every single truck before it goes. And nowadays, I think Steve Elliott, we were talking, he's putting one in his truck this year because he was going to run last year. At
you
Bigfoot.
gotta.
Yep, you have to. Yeah, and actually, Jay Bozard has actually got one in his truck right
Oh, does
away.
he? Good.
Yeah, because he ran at Bigfoot. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff, and a lot of these guys that are doing it. Yeah, I think a big thing is a lot of people don't understand it. They kind of oversee the whole safety aspect, but it's
It'd be interesting to meet up with them when they come to Motor.
Oh, I
And then
figured
just, pick each other.
you're gonna love that.
Oh yeah, see what they're made of.
Yeah, what they're made of, and it's really neat. I mean, and these guys are great. We've got to hang out in the pits with these guys. I mean, the kids climbing the trucks and all that stuff, and just the safety aspect of them, that alone, it's really, really neat how, people just think I think back in the day we used to joke around, even the racing, and now the monster truck thing. Oh, we're going to a monster truck rally because it's a bunch of, we talk about it all the time on the show. A lot of people don't get a lot of respect from the racing, and it's it's a lot of thinking, a lot of brain power in this whole stuff.
Safety. The thing about it, safety costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of your tracks. I mean, I feel for them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're costing me money.
Yeah.
Safety is costing me money, but the track wants to be safe also.
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
And the purses are fairly large even for some of the smaller tracks.
Yeah.
But they could put a little bit more money in the
safety aspect.
in the
of it.
safety budget.
aspect. They get like a $20,000 or $30,000 purse or something for this big huge event,
Yeah.
and they have a safety team that's not even worth $5,000. I mean, it's just
Well,
it sucks.
And we were, I think the first year or two I did Motor Mania, I talked to people about that as far as the, they're like, oh, you got, it's good to see you got a volunteer fire department. I said, that's not volunteer. Like, they're here all weekend long. They get paid for doing that stuff. And I said,
Sure.
And I said, you guys don't understand. And I said, and our staff, we tried it out for a year or so of having friends and people volunteer. But as we know, it doesn't really always work out that way. Because everybody wants to see the show, and it's better to have somebody, come in and do it that way. It's a lot better that way. Yeah. So you're going to get in the vehicles this year and do your own stuff?
I don't think so.
Why not?
When would I have time, sir?
You always have time. Just
Really?
got time. Yeah.
Really? I'll be driving my go-kart all over. I mean, honestly, the show is just such a blur for me. I don't really...
It goes so fast.
It goes so fast, and I don't know what's going on over here, because I'm focused on over there. You know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
love to sit down and watch a show. Maybe I can get in it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see this year.
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah.
nice.
So we'll get the. So if anybody wants to, we're gonna have a couple more people maybe come in and volunteer this year and help you out and get some stuff going on.
Do they have to be 18, correct? 18 and over?
I would-
be up there.
Yeah,
That'd be better,
And
huh?
just, I usually to help out with me. You mean?
Yeah.
I usually prefer a firefighter,
Yep.
or their mindset
Mm-hmm.
is already set to run to the fire instead of running away.
Sure.
Just always.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
If you pull somebody off the street that doesn't have the mindset,
Yeah.
the gown.
It could jeopardize my safety also.
Right.
Yeah.
So you really, that's my rule anyways.
That's a good rule.
Yeah, and we're gonna put it out there for people that want to volunteer on Friday or Saturday, and then even Sunday we have a little stuff going on. They want to help out with Scott, preferably any of the firefighters or EMTs that want to come out and do it, because we get them all the time. We get people that email us and want to help out all the time. So it'd be great.
Rub elbows. Have fun.
Rub elbows. You
have fun and rub elbows.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. So what do you think? You think we covered everything today?
I think so.
Awesome.
Safety is no accident.
She's always got a line. That's the first time.
I wanted to say that so bad.
Where did you get that one from? She's look at Scott's face. Look at he's like, oh my gosh.
It's one of my favorite lines ever. Safety is no accident.
Look at that. He's like he loves it. Look at that. Is that going to be a shirt you're going to sell at Motor Mania? Safety is no accident.
That is. We should have little cones on it.
Author unknown, but on the bottom it's going to say Jessica Giese and Scott Finko.
Said by Jessica Giese to Scott Finko.
Yeah, to Scott Finko. And then I'll have a picture of Scott's face in the front. Go, wow. How come I didn't come up with that line? They can be bumper stickers.
Safety is no accident.
Yeah. Is it already? Did you just make that up?
No, I think Pipcorn said that one day, and it made me laugh so hard.
Really?
That was like 20 years ago he said that.
Oh, nice, really nice.
It's true.
It's true. It's very true.
It's true is true.
There you go. All right, everybody, be safe. And what is that your line that we're closing with? Safety is no accident.
Yes, safety is paramount.
Jess has always got these
and
little
safety
catchphrase lines that
is
goes
no
on.
accident.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Let me see if I can come up with one.
Give Scott a minute. He's got something.
Hold on a minute. If you don't feel the pressure, I know I went. Hold on a minute.
You gotta beat it.
You got to beat it.
Gotta top my
If
safety.
you don't feel the pressure, then you don't know your job. How's that?
There you go.
You like that one?
I like that one too. Yeah. All right. So all these catchphrases, you guys got to start writing this stuff down because I'll forget it tomorrow.
Right,
Yeah. Well, you write it all down for me.
right.
But,
We'll
I mean-
get down the road and be like, what did you say again?
Yeah. I know who I have on though, so it's fine.
Well, that's the stuff, because he's your friend.
I'm your friend too.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Oh, you don't like Scott as a friend now?
No.
Well, that's
I would
that's
remember
another
his
show.
name. I would remember his name.
I remember the name. I don't remember your name at first.
I was laughing real quick because I listened to the podcast last week or
Yeah.
whatever from Wisconsin Dells, and you said your friend, his last name was Scotty Kowalski.
Scotty Kowalski. Which one is that?
Scotty
K?
Kowalski.
Scotty Kowalski.
Scotty Kowalski. All right, let's wrap up.
Scotty K knows who he is.
You got to move in a little bit.
Scotty
I'm gonna move in over
Kowalski.
here. Oh, I can see my knee on there. Oh,
Did you?
thanks
Okay,
a lot.
that'd be-
Safety is no accident.
Safety first.
Safety is no accident.
Justin's like, okay, y'all need to shut up.
Trump, can you hang on? I'm gonna do one more Trump sign off here. Hang on, let me wait. You gotta come up with something really good. Clear your throat before I get you on there, and you got to say something good about. Give us like if you were in.
Don't put too much pressure on it.
If you're endorsing Rev It Up and promoting, so and hang on. Okay, now go. Okay, go.
Welcome back to Rev It Up with John and Jess on Joy 1340, 98.7 FM, and at 1340 p.m. a.m.
Do you know if you don't
John and Jess.
if you don't look at him, you think
Huge,
it's him.
great success. Best in the business.
That's him.
All right, thank you again, Justin.
You close your eyes.
Don't look
At a
at
rally.
Oh my God, we're at a rally. We're at a rally.
don't look at him and you'd be like, that's him.